245th Contact. Wednesday, 3rd of February 1993, 21:46. Translators are Joseph Darmanin and Stefan Zutt.
That's a surprise. I did not think that you would already come right now. To be honest, I was only expecting you the following night. But be anyhow welcome.
The time is just convenient for me to visit you, friend Edward. It seems however that you are not particularly well in terms of health.
Unfortunately, I'm really not feeling well, but it will turn out again that I feel better.
You really do not look well, but you certainly won't accept help again.
You hit the nail on the head. You know my attitude. I do not want any special rights in comparison with all others. That's that.
You explained this to us over and over again, which is why it will be pointless, if I make another attempt.
Exactly.
Then I will pass on to you all the greetings which I am supposed to bring you from my daughters Plejah, and Semjas, then also from Quetzal, from Talja, and Monaro, and from all the others. Further on I am especially requested to pass on greetings from my Sotos. He can't seem to get the former happenings out of his mind.
Nice, and many thanks to all, also with the best wishes and greetings. It is always a great pleasure for me to hear from them, or to exchange a few words with you, dear friend.
As I have already noticed many times, this is also the case when you were able to talk with the group members.
Of course. Only unfortunately, these are narrow circles. Outside of them mostly everything or many things are unfriendly and loveless. If I am in that regard thinking of the former Yugoslavia, it makes me sick to my stomach. This also applies in the sense that the responsible ones of this world do not take the necessary measures to finally put an end to the misery there. I am thereby very specifically thinking of the UN and of the big-mouthed Americans, as well as the English and Germans, the French and Italians, etc., who are inactively watching the massacres and rapes and other crimes which are occurring there. Our worldwide initiative with your explanations did not do any good whatsoever.
We've also noticed that, and it really is the case that all responsible ones of the earth have nothing but a big mouth, but there are also many irresponsible persons among the respective population, who are in agreement with the feeble and unhuman, criminal machinations of inaction of those governing them, whereby all misery is further increased. Instead, for example, that the UN troops would properly intervene in the respective war actions as peace-fighting troops following Enoch's system, in order to end them in a short time, they act according to their stupid and irresponsible superiors and according to the associated countries, as useless situation monitors and as ineffective angels of peace, who are well armed with weapons and however forced to allow getting killed defenselessly. In that way the UN, along with all its troops, is no more and no less than a senseless and consuming amounts of thousands of millions organization of ridicule, which on top of that contributes to the fact that rival and mutually slaughtering parties can continue under UN protection to murder and commit crimes of violence. The NATO too is part of it, as well as the individual regular armies of the various countries from which the necessary peace-fighting troops could be created and formed according to Enoch's system, whereby it would be possible to end all wars and revolutions on the earth and create a lasting peace, a state which would soon be like a paradise, if then also the size of the entire humankind of earth would be reduced by birth stop and birth control.
In this regard, we are also distributing our writing of fighting the overpopulation divided by many irrational and imperious ones as well as egoists, etc., are against it.
This is always the case when rational reasons are named, for these are always facing resistance from all irrational and irresponsible ones.
Everything rational is for the irresponsible and irrational ones considered as would-be revolutionary actions. In this case, however, as would-be revolutionary actions, which might be harmful to them, So they believe, though the truth is precisely the opposite.
That's right, but I see, my friend, that you are just barely able to keep yourself upright. That's why it might probably be better that I say goodbye. I will return, when you feel better. Goodbye.
You really notice everything. Well, then goodbye. Salam.
Salome.